Welcome back to the channel. Monica Love here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for February. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Virgo, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge here is the Six of Pentacles, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so your challenge here, Virgo, has a lot to do with the Six of Pentacles energy. I'm really strongly getting with the Six of Pentacles energy that a lot of you want something here to come back into balance, okay? So something here may have been out of balance, something here hasn't been fair for you is what I'm getting really strongly here. So we're gonna clarify the Six of Pentacles and get more information on that in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the King of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Judgment. I feel like a lot of you were worried about someone here in the past. Could have been an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, maybe a Scorpio here, or somebody who embodies that energy. We're going to see why there was some sort of anxiety surrounding this person in a moment and get more information for you. Now, in the present moment, for many of you, I'm really strongly getting there's a very strong connection that you're in, okay? Either you're in a marriage or a commitment with someone, or you're thinking about wanting a commitment or a marriage. There may even be a new beginning in love. That's how I'm going to find out more about that when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So I'm really strongly getting for many of you in the near future, somebody here is going to let you know why they disconnected, why they left, why something here came to an end. And that may be, again, balance or, you know, an equal give and take situation, because something here hasn't been balanced or very, you know, get into this place of being able to bring things back into balance. And we're going to find out what this means for you, what this communication is as well, you know, that's coming in the near future. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Cups, the Four of Cups. So what you don't see coming is the fact that you are going to be releasing yourself from maybe some sort of you know, expectation that you have. I feel like for many of you, there has been an energy of a specific person withdrawing from you, okay? And it looks like this person, if they have been withdrawn from you, or if there has been some sort of blockage, that's going to change. And one of the good things that is going to happen is Venus is finally going to be moving direct. In February, she's finally going to be moving you know, forward, and that's going to have a very big opportunity available to you to be able to maybe work things out with a specific person, because I see this person now being emotionally available. So if they haven't been emotionally available to you, there may have been some sort of blockage, and it looks like that's going to change, and you're going to have an opportunity maybe to restore a relationship or connection that you are very much still connected to. This is one that you've been thinking about for quite some time, but you're going to come out of this hermit mode and, you know, realize why something here wasn't moving forward, why something here didn't move forward for you, and why a new beginning didn't really happen for you. There's a reason why there was a delay, or why you may have experienced that or will experience that. So let's get into your reading and let's see what's going on for you. All right, so let's clarify your challenge. So the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower. You have the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So again, like I said before, there was a breakup. There was a breakup. There was like a breakup or a disconnect between you and a specific person. I feel like there was a lot of confusion about this situation. Someone here may have felt like the other person was keeping their options open. So, you know, your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with bringing the situation back into balance. It's not really the way you see it, Virgo. And the reason why it's not really the way you see it is because Venus was retrograde. It's finally moving direct, but your ruler, Mercury, is still moving backward. It's still not in this place of moving direct. So what is this saying? It's telling me, for many of you, that, you know, something here isn't brought back into balance because of some sort of confusing situation that really, again, the Seven of Cups is something that we don't really see. It's like we don't really understand why there's so much confusion in the situation. Okay, so something wasn't clear. It broke down. Maybe a marriage commitment, happy relationship broke down because you and this person didn't really equally give and take when it came to clearing up some sort of situation. It's like you may have saw things one way and this person saw things another way, and it led to some sort of confusion. So your challenge here is to get this connection back into a place of balance where you equally are sharing maybe your perspectives on why the situation led to confusion in the first place and what the solutions can be moving forward. Okay, so that's your challenge. That's what I'm seeing. Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Page of Wands. You have the Nine of Wands and the Star. So it looks like in the recent past, for many of you, I'm really strongly getting here that there was a lot of anxiety about giving somebody here a second chance, moving forward with them. You know, it's like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't know if we're going to be able to heal from this, with the Judgment here. So the Judgment is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Fool. So yeah, there's something here about someone rejecting the other person here in the past. And this person may have said, look, I don't want to feel rejected anymore. I just want to have a new beginning with you. I want to move forward. But somebody here wasn't satisfied, or they felt bored with the situation. Okay. And again, I feel whatever happened in the past between you and this person, it's not that you both don't love each other and you don't care about each other. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like this person wanted to have a new beginning and you may have wanted to have a new beginning, but there's something here about boredom or things always being the same. And, you know, that may have been something that created stagnation within the connection. Okay. And that may be something that you and this person never talked about. You never really said, okay, well, you know, I don't really like this, or, you know, this can be changed. So there was a lot of assumptions, is what I'm saying, that were made in the past. So instead of assuming that things are this way when they're really this way, that's going to require both you and this person to really come to a point of clearing up some sort of confusion. That's why your challenge is the Seven of Cups, right? Because for many of you in the past, the Four of Cups is about someone making an offer, but the other person's like not interested. And instead of asking this person, why aren't you taking my offer, or why aren't you interested? There's just an assumption that's made. And that assumption can be very deadly because it can lead to the breakup that you don't really want, okay? And this is why communication is super important. And this is why in the near future you have the Eight of Wands, okay? So you're learning something here. So let's talk about the present moment. Now, in the present moment, there's an opportunity for a brand new beginning, okay? I feel like this person wants to work on the marriage, the commitment with you, the relationship, and they want to bring stability. Tell me more about this brand new beginning that's happening for Virgo in the present moment. So the Ace of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Lovers. This person in the present moment wants to have a new beginning after some sort of painful event and situation that happened. There's still a lot of love between you and this person. I feel like this could lead to a long-term commitment or connection, but something here has to be resolved within your connection, okay? I'm going to clarify the Four of Wands and see what the important messages are here about this marriage, commitment, or relationship that you're in. But first, I'm going to clarify the Emperor. Tell me more about the Emperor in the present moment for Virgo in love. So the Emperor is clarified by, you have the Emperor again, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. For many of you right now, your biggest I don't want to say challenge, but it's kind of like a test. And of course, whenever your ruler Mercury is retrograding, there's always tests and tribulations. And a lot of you can allow the confusing situations that you experience from Mercury retrograde to hold you back, or you can learn very quickly about what you need to learn and move forward. So I feel like what you're learning in the present moment is you're learning how to be stable within yourself. You're learning how to gather information and become stable within who you are. So if you're somebody who's like, yeah, I want a relationship, I want to attract that, or I want to come back together with someone, the question is, have you worked on yourself? Have you brought stability into yourself? Because what you are is what you attract. So if you're somebody here who, you know, there's a lot of confusion, is there confusion going on within yourself? Is that something that you need to work on, right? So I feel like in the present moment right now, you're kind of being pushed to be on your own. And even though you're being pushed to kind of be on your own, your relationship is still there. There's still an opportunity to have that new beginning once you do that inner work, right? So some of you want to start your own business. Others of you want to start becoming independent. Some of you are just plain old single. And in the present moment, Spirit is saying, what important questions do you need to ask yourself about bringing stability within yourself? Because if you're completely 100% happy with yourself, Virgo, and again, because you're a perfectionist, right? You're the sign of perfection. You're the sign that, you know, you like things a certain way, but you know, are you able to identify within yourself the perfection that you need to emanate onto the world? Okay, because if you haven't done that, then that may be something that you need to do in order to have this new beginning in your relationship. Because if you finally do the inner work on yourself and you become the ideal, perfect version of yourself, then you're going to be able to really attract the relationship that you want, have the new beginning you want. And this is what I said to Aquarius. Some of you maybe have Aquarius in your chart, or you're dealing with an Aquarius. If you can go into the mirror and look at yourself and ask yourself one important question, which is, would I date myself? Would I be with myself? If the answer is no, then there's still a lot of work that you still need to do, okay? So I feel like that is the very important message that you need to hear from the Emperor. Working on yourself, bringing stability into yourself to be able to perfect this marriage, this commitment connection that you want. You can have it, it's there, but you have to do the inner work, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. Tell me more about the important message for Virgo when it comes to the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is clarified by the Hangman. You have the Six of Cups and the Empress, yes. So again, something here happened in the past between you and this person. There was no action taken in the past. So if there was confusion, if there was this energy of feeling rejected, if there was, you know, constantly being in your head about, oh, I don't think that this is going to work out. The reason why that was happening in the recent past was because it wasn't resolved. There was something here that wasn't resolved. And as a result of that, that may be the reason why something here isn't moving forward. So there's a need for you to look at something that happened in the past, Six of Cups, from a different perspective in order to grow from it, okay? And that's why Mercury is still retrograde, because Mercury is there to teach us certain lessons. Review, revise, and reevaluate something here that happened in the past. Once you do that, you know, maybe, you know, one of the things that I'm seeing, and it's going to be different for everyone, but I think in the past you either judged too quickly, judgment in the past, or your person judged too quickly. Well, maybe they're cheating. Maybe they have other options. Maybe they don't really care about me. It's that chatter in our head. Okay. I said the same thing to Aquarius. There's like chatter going on in your head. Doubt, fear, anxiety, all of that contributes to why something doesn't work out. And instead of communicating that and saying, well, why did you reject me? Or why, instead of asking the important questions, we assume, and that's why we're led to a place of, you know, not being able to move forward, things not working out the way that we want them to work out. So I feel like the big lesson here is two things in the present moment. The first thing is finding stability within yourself, asking yourself the important questions. Would I be with myself? And if the answer is no, then you still have inner work to do. And the other thing is that in order for you to have a new beginning, you need to recognize why you don't trust someone or why you felt hurt in the past. Do you need to communicate about that? Do you need to learn something here that happened in the past? Do you need to look at it from a different perspective? And if you do, are you ready to do that? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to grow from this situation and have the relationship that you want. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing for you in the present moment. Okay, Now, let's talk about the near future. Now, in the near future, some sort of really intense cycle comes to an end. Congratulations. It's finally going to come to an end, Virgo. So if you've been feeling drained, you feel like you've been dragging your feet, things haven't been working out for you, Mercury is finally going to be moving direct, which is your ruler. And that's what Spirit is saying. A very tough cycle is going to come to an end. I'm going to clarify this and see exactly what's coming to an end for you and what you need to know in a moment. But first, I want to clarify the Eight of Cups. Someone here is choosing to disconnect in the near future, or you may be choosing to disconnect from some sort of emotionalist or unsatisfying situation here, and you may be communicating that finally. Something that you were supposed to do in the past that maybe you weren't able to do, or your person wasn't able to do, is finally going to happen for you. Tell me more about this cycle that is coming to an end for Virgo in the near future. So the Ten of Wands is clarified by the moon. You have the Seven of Swords and, or excuse me, the Nine of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So in the near future, what is super beautiful for you is that you're finally going to be putting that subconscious chit chat that goes on in your mind. Well, what about this? Why doesn't this work out? And you're always going in your head all the time. That's what Nine of Swords lately has been talking to me about that. It's been talking to me about the chitter chatter that we have when we put our head on the pillow. That's finally going to come to an end, and you're going to be able to bring something back into balance in your life the way it needs to be. And your challenge is the Six of Pentacles, which is your energy, and it's there in the near future. So it's like you're finally learning that assuming something isn't going to work out for you, or assuming things doesn't work out, instead of communicating and saying, look, this is what it is. Why is it like this? Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's find a solution. That's how you bring something back into balance. Equal give and take. Equal give and take in communication, equal give and take in how you feel is going to be really important to end some sort of cycle here that's really kept you feeling stuck. Okay. Now let's clarify the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. I feel like you're finally going to be disconnecting from someone. This isn't going to resonate with everyone, but I feel like you're going to be parting ways with somean. Maybe an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But the way in which you're doing it is, I feel like it's not a negative way. I feel like you are going to be healing, and you're going to be letting this person know, like, maybe we're not meant for each other. Maybe we're not meant to be together. And that's okay. You know, it's okay to say, look, this isn't good for me, or this doesn't work for me. I think we need to part ways. And the reason why a lot of you are doing that in the near future is because something here isn't satisfying anymore. It's not giving you what you need. And instead of being resentful or being in this place of being angry and upset, it's like you come to terms with this person and say, okay, I get that we're both not on the same page. And that's fine. So finally, you're having that communication that needs to happen. And that may be what's going to release you and set you free. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands. So this important communication is about you finally realizing what direction you need to take in your life. You're actually confronting something here in the near future. And I feel like what you're confronting has a lot to do with the direction that you're deciding to take in your life. The first step to really resolving any issue is to identify whether or not it's for you, okay? And not to lie to yourself, because some of us like to just be in status quo. And what do I mean by status quo? It's like, oh, I'm just going to stay in this relationship because I want to be in a relationship, or I'm just going to stay in this marriage because I want to stay in this marriage and I want to appear to people as if I'm married and normal. And it's not always about being normal and perfect. It's about you figuring out what is for you and what is good for you. And I feel like in the near future, you're finally listening to your intuition. You're listening to what it is that you want for yourself, and you're slowly moving towards the direction in your life that's going to work for you. So you will have a decision to make. Some of you may decide to completely end things with someone and move on and accept the fact that it's not working out. Others of you may decide to be single for a while, work on yourself, and then finally move forward to something bigger and better, okay? So this is what I'm seeing in the near future. Now, let's get some advice for you. What is the advice? So the advice for you is a Seven of Cups. the Knight of Wands and the Page of Swords. You need to ask yourself why some sort of situation became really confusing, why something here has been on and off, okay? And if there's been a lack of communication, a lack of getting clear on why this is happening, asking the important questions. The Page of Swords is also about someone asking the important questions. They do the research and they ask the important questions. Spirit is saying in order for you to overcome some sort of confusing situation and to recognize why it's been very unstable, you need to really analyze this situation, because there's something big here, and I've mentioned it all throughout your reading. There's something big here that you need to realize. The first thing is not assuming. If you're always assuming and you're not communicating and you're just kind of like leaving things open-ended and you're not really researching and doing the necessary investigation, then how are you supposed to get clear on something? You need to get clear on things, Virgo, and that's why Mercury, your ruler, is going retrograde. It's because there's something here that you need to learn in order to bring light to some sort of confusing situation, okay? So this is what I have for you, a bit of a harsh reading. I hope you got something out of it. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.